Pretty pleased with yourself, aren't you, Ziggy? You think you're clever.
You're gonna tell me this isn't you?
I don't need to. You already know all the answers.
Yeah, I do, and I got you dead to rights, sister. Fleeing the jurisdiction, assault, kidnapping, the attempted murder of Stephanie Forrester. I mean, you make the guys I know look like altar boys. I mean, it's no wonder you never leave this apartment. If anybody were to recognize you, the cops would be all over this place like it was Armageddon or something.
Is that what you're gonna do? You gonna go to the cops?
Depends. How big's the reward? I'm sure the Forresters would pay a nice chunk of change to see you behind bars.
Now, you know what? I'm sure they would. But you're not gonna collect any reward. Because you're not gonna talk to the police.
Is that so?
You wouldn't dare.
Because you think I'm afraid of you, right?
You know, you go to the cops, and I'm gonna be the least of your worries. Hey, you're feeling brave. You go ahead. You try it. You'll make my life a lot easier.
How so?
You so much as say boo to the cops and you're fish food by sunrise. You just disappear, and they never find your body. You see, Ziggy, I did my homework too.
Long day?
I went to visit Amber.
Good. How is she?
She's getting better. You know, one day at a time. This is gonna take a while. She's got therapy and grief counseling. Drugs were only part of the problem.
God, I still can't believe it. Amber's addicted to pain medication.
You know, all the signs were there. You know, the mood swings, the erratic behavior. I knew something was wrong. I just didn't think it was that serious. I should have known, though. I'm her husband. I'm supposed to know her better than anybody.
Rick, you can't be too hard on yourself. You thought she'd stop taking the pills. You trusted her. See, that's the kind of man you are. You like to see the best in everybody. And that's what I admire about you.
You're getting so big. It won't be long now, baby. My daddy would be so proud of you. He's a wonderful man. I wish you could know him.
So do I.
Deacon.
Hey, don't get up.
What are you doing?
Just don't move. Just let me look at you.
What are you doing here?
Well, hello to you, too. I'm looking for a contact sheet because the museum's asked me to chair a fundraiser for them.
Oh, that's funny. I'm actually having a little party of my own. Nothing fancy, just lunch for the girls.
Oh, a family fair?
Yeah,
When?
tomorrow. I hope you can come.
Well, don't you think you want to wait till Amber gets back?
No, no, that's actually why I wanted to do it now. Before she gets back from rehab. I'm afraid it might be too much for her.
A luncheon?
Actually, it's a baby shower.
Oh, for your mother.
Yeah, but please don't say no. Please, it would mean so much to Mom to have you there. It would mean a lot to me, too.
She knows about this?
Yeah, she's really excited.
Really?
Of course she's excited.
Oh.
Why wouldn't she be?
Oh.
I could sense that you might be trouble. So I did a little research of my own. I know who you are, Ziggy.
You don't know anything about me.
I know about your slumlord uncle, the one that gave you this job. And I know all about Daddy's checkered past.
Hey! I had nothing to do with him.
I know you gave the drugs to Amber.
I did Amber a favor, that's all. I'm not down with that scene.
Yeah, but you used to be.
I was a punk kid, okay? I grew up. I keep my nose clean.
You know what? You can't escape your past. Your family, your history, it follows you wherever you go. It's like a little black cloud that hangs over your head. You always hear the thunder and you're just waiting for the lightning bolt to strike again. It's not much fun, is it, Ziggy?
I'm not like them. I'm a straight arrow. I'm a good guy.
Yeah, I know you are, and I know you want to do the right thing. So let's make a deal. You don't tell my secret. I don't tell yours.
Erica doesn't know.
I'll tell her when the time is right.
And what are you gonna tell her? I mean, that her mom's a fugitive, that basically her whole life is a lie?
It wasn't like that. Yeah, it isn't like you read in the papers. Eric and I were happily married. We were very much in love. And when I was with him, everything was fine. And then Stephanie started interfering with her sidekick, Amber, those bitches. No, they started just picking away at everything that I cared about. They were lying to me. They couldn't stand to see me happy. No, so they just pushed me over the edge. It seems like a dream now. Back then, I was so angry and so confused.
So you put a gun in Stephanie's face?
I just wanted her to leave me alone. She turned Eric against me and Mary's father, and if it weren't for Amber stopping me, I just had to get out of there, okay? I took Mary and I ran away as far as I could go.
So Mary, that's Erica's real name.
Mary.
And Lovejoy, you just made that up?
I had to do more than just change her identity. I wanted a name that represented something wonderful, something positive. And I loved Eric Forster more than I've ever loved anybody. He taught me what it meant to feel joy, to truly be loved, and I just wanted to give a little bit of that to my daughter to feel. I wanted her to feel that. I don't know, maybe I just wanted to erase the darkness from our lives. I never thought that we would be coming back to LA, and here we are. But there's gotta be a reason for that. I think it's fate.
I'm sorry. I know I should let it go. It's over. Amber's in rehab and she's gonna get better.
Well, yeah, but you're so worried about her.
You know, life is funny. You never know what's gonna happen next. It can change in an instant. One minute you're on top of the world, you couldn't be happier, and then all of a sudden... There I go again, Mr. Sunshine.
Rick, it's okay. I mean, you've been through a lot. You don't have to put on a brave face for me. I've been here the whole time, remember?
How could I forget? I wouldn't have made it through this without you, Erica. You came here, you took care of Eric. I can't thank you enough.
I was just doing my job.
No, you went above and beyond, and I really appreciate it.
Why don't you let me refill this for you?
You know, maybe I shouldn't. It's getting kind of late.
Come on, Rick. Just have one more glass. You know, to relax you. What could it hurt?
Just a few more weeks now, right?
Don't.
Brooke, please don't blame me for wanting to be near my child.
I'm sorry, Deacon. I wish it could be different.
But what's done is done. You're married to Whip.
And I'm committed to making that work.
You made up your mind.
Yes, and I don't want to keep explaining myself.
Brooke, you don't have to explain yourself. I know what you're doing.
And you know why.
Yeah, for Bridget.
Yes, she's your wife. And you need to be completely devoted to her, just the way she is to you. If she ever found out
She
about
won't.
us,
Not from me.
then you understand. We can't keep meeting like this, Deacon. It's wrong. We can never be alone together.
I know. I know, and I agree.
You do.
Yeah, I mean, we've taken way too many chances already. We're just gonna have to find a way to close this chapter in our life. Somehow, once and for all.
We're both married to other people now.
There's no going back.
And if we're going to keep this secret, we have to be completely
We
dedicated.
will keep this secret. We're just gonna have to be strong.
Bridget deserves that.
Yeah, she does. But you know what, Brooke? So do you. And you know in your heart there is nothing in this world that I wouldn't do for you. And if this is what you want, then
It is.
I guess there's nothing left to say then, right?
No, I guess there isn't.
Bridget, it's a lovely idea. And of course your mother's excited. Why wouldn't she be excited? But I just don't think that I should go.
I think you should.
Oh, honey, I know how much you want to bring this family together. But
Where do you think I learned that? From you, Stephanie. You taught me the value of family unity.
honey, your mother and I don't get along.
Yeah, I know. She respects you, Stephanie. I know you probably don't believe that, but it's true.
Well, that's very sweet, and maybe it is true. But you know what would make me happy? If she'd just respect herself.
I think she's starting to. I mean, look at her marriage to Whip. This is not like any relationship she's ever had.
You can say that again.
I know it started out kind of crazy with this pregnancy and the press conference, but since then it's turned into something really special.
Yeah, that Whip is a lifesaver.
He's a prince. So is Deacon.
How's everything between the two of you?
It's good. But we're not talking about me and Deacon. We're talking about Mom and her baby shower.
I'm sorry, I can't go.
Listen, Stephanie, I know my mom has made some terrible mistakes. But she's not a bad person. She loves her family just as much as you do. And she's made some enormous sacrifices for us. She's changed, Stephanie. She's learned from her mistakes.
I'd like to think so.
It wouldn't hurt to show her some encouragement. This is a big step for her. It's a new marriage, a new baby. She's gonna need a lot of support. And I know it would mean a lot to her if some of it came from you.
Oh, man. So you renamed Erica after Eric. I mean, that's why you're still in L.A., because you're still hung up on Eric Forrester?
Like, I'll always love Eric. But I know we're through. No illusions about that.
You just said that nobody has ever made you feel more loved.
Yeah, and you know, I never expect to be loved that way again. But my daughter could be.
And Erica knows nothing about this. I mean, she has no idea you're connected to the Forresters.
She's making her own connection to them.
And that doesn't freak you out?
No, it doesn't. You know, I think it's wonderful.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, okay? She's working for your worst enemy, right? You hate Amber, right?
She's working for the Forresters. Amber tried to fire her. Rick asked her to stay on because he is a compassionate young man, and my daughter is an attractive, classy young woman. The kind of woman that a Forrester man deserves.
And you would know all about that, right?
I don't have to answer to you.
No, you don't. Because it's obvious what's going on here. I mean, it's the oldest story in the book, lady. Your dreams, they didn't come true. So you're going to live vicariously through your daughter. I mean, most parents push their kids into sports. You got your daughter hooked on the Forresters. I mean, that's why she treats them like royalty. And now you want her to seduce the crown prince.
I want her to be happy.
Which, of course, she can't be unless she marries a Forrester.
She deserves the best, Ziggy. Eric's son. Rick Forrester is just like his father, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to get the two of them together.
Are you feeling better?
Yes, I am. Thank you
For what?
for letting me vent. You know, I don't really feel as bad as I sound. I'm just totally exhausted.
Come on. You can barely keep your eyes open. I'll take care of Eric. Don't worry about it. Just go to bed.
Are you sure you don't mind?
It is my pleasure. Really, you're tired, so just go. Go to bed. Go, I know you want to.
Yeah, you're right, I do.
Well, then stop arguing and move it, mister. Go.
Okay, okay. Good night.
Good night, Rick.
And again, Erica, thank you. I'm really glad you're here.
Well, I'm glad you're still here.
What do you want, Stephanie?
I would like to never see you again as long as I live, but I don't think that's possible. So I've come to tell you instead. I'm coming to your baby shower.
Oh, well, thank you for the warning.
Your daughter said you would be thrilled if I came.
Well, I might be. If you don't spend the whole time at the party giving me dirty looks and telling me how to behave.
Well, let's hope I won't have to.
Well, you won't. I've made my decision. I married Whip, and Bridget will never find out about Deacon and me.
Not from you.
Not from anybody. Deacon and I are in full agreement.
You've done the right thing, and I'm proud of you.
Careful. It almost sounds like you respect me.
Careful, I'm only tolerating you.
Well, that's a step in the right direction.
Let me say this as simply and directly as I can. If Bridget ever finds out that this is Deacon's child, the wrath of God will not compare to mine.